Oh no.
She said the one that
Oh
motherfucking
no, I can't. I
Nah, he
can't do
fucked
it.
that up for me though.
I can't do it.
And
It's a live right now.
Yeah, why the fuck is not showing?
I guess it's still going to YouTube. Facebook denied it, but I guess it's still going to YouTube. That's cool. Whatever.
all right, but if it's live, it's live. If it's up, it's up. So we're gonna go on and share this shit. So that's all that is. Right, we're just gonna share this YouTube.
So peace and blessings to everyone. We got a quick little prelim. Let's just go ahead and introduce the debaters and let them get into it. So Yashari,
Hey,
you
what are
want
y'all on right now? This is just an ample crew right now.
Right now we live on Naga World.
Where do I find that at?
Naga 9 Studios on YouTube.
We finna start sharing it too in a second.
Oh, okay, I see it. StreamYard, right?
Yeah.
you already on the show, bro.
Am I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
God damn, why I don't see it on my laptop? Let me see.
That's because you want
our shows. Because it's in the back chat. He recording right now.
Okay, what about now?
Oh no, hold on. Oh no, Prodigy up in this joint now.
Yeah, now you're in the show, but they streaming.
All right, for sure.
Between two hard hitting brothers. I'm just saying they're gonna break down. I don't even know what the fuck it is. This how smooth this shit happened. So y'all finna get some motherfucking knowledge on the fly. We started off with mooses. So if y'all ain't ready for mooses, y'all damn sure ain't ready for fucking Prodigy and Yashar in this bitch. So sit back, let these brothers get their shit together, and we finna give y'all a fucking show. Y'all gonna learn today.
Hold on, is this just about to be open fire back and forth? Or somebody got a clock or something?
What the fuck?
Yeah, so I mean, so how do y'all want to do this? Should we bust out the clocks at a time, or y'all gonna be cordial enough to let each other finish their thoughts and make it like an actual conversation, a dialogue, or y'all want to more debate them?
Hello?
You need to time it.
This shit's leaking.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah,
we hear you.
I can hear you.
Prodigy, you can talk like normal because it's coming straight from the back chat. So right now, this is what everybody's saying. Exactly what you see on your phone. Denise, you gotta moderate. I know y'all want me to do it, but I think y'all 70 doing 90. Okay, so which one of y'all want to go first? We were talking about the name of Yahweh, I think. Maybe Prodigy tell what it is that you challenge your star on.
He didn't challenge.
He didn't challenge you. You challenged him. Okay, right. So what did he challenge you on?
I challenged him on the words that came out of his mouth, that the Phoenician script is older than the Hebrew. And I say, nay, it's not. I say that the Phoenician script is a Shemitic script, and the Hebrew, as everyone calls it, is the mother script of the Phoenician. Matter of fact, just to keep it funky, there is no such thing of a Phoenician people. That's my challenge.
All right. Prodigy, you here with us?
Hey man, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, brother. Did you hear what you?
Okay, because I keep hearing that echo.
I think y'all got to mute your mics or something. I think Prod is locked in on two different platforms. I think
Oh,
he
that's
already
probably
know
what it
about
is.
in the back check.
Oh yeah.
Do
He
y'all
said
still
he will.
hear Echo now?
No, that's prize feed. He don't need to be on both platforms. You fine right here.
All right, hold on.
But
Real quick, man, this young scribe. Shout out to everybody in Ampool crew, man.
peace. It's your boy Anu Kakarак, Larry Underell, Brown Harube, Nia Marte the first. Y'all know who it is. Naga World. Goddamn me.
So just to keep y'all going, I know y'all on y'all seats. I know y'all on the edge. Calm down. Calm down. Y'all heard what Brother Yeshua said. So he challenging this man. And this is what he said, ain't no fucking Phoenician people. That's the fuck he just said.
That's what he said.
He said he keeping the shit funky. That's what he said. So we waiting on Pride Prophet to tell him what's good. I'm just saying we can see what the fuck they talking about. Just hold it down.
Cause I ain't even gonna lie, cause Prodigy was busting him in his shit, and it was like, damn, like bro, like he need to like put his hands up, you know what I'm saying? Cause he, or slip or fade or something. Like you just can't be taking him to the face like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad, you know what I'm saying, you sure had enough, you know what I'm saying, matzah in him. You know what I'm saying, to accept the prelim right now, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna see a good bout.
Life is about to be a battle of the sources.
Facts.
Because both of them about to source up.
They gonna source up on them. We got
Hey, brother Newt, all that capping you doing for Prodigy is echoing because you must be logged in on two devices. To mute one of them, you know, so when you cap, it's clear that you capping.
Oh, okay. I'm logged in.
Shout out to Sister Denise. She gonna be the
You're not echoing now. You good now. You ain't echoing no more.
I kind of heard a little disdain in your voice, cuz.
Anybody
No,
that's
you know,
in,
I just know
that was the
Prodigy on the
echo.
news
The echo is
today.
providing
we
the
are
stage.
live. We're live in Naga 9 Studios. We're airing right now from the StreamYard.
And
We are
Poop Crew
in the middle of the prelim.
And Pool Crew.
And Poop Crew up in the joint. You know how we do. We bring food, or you gonna be the food. You know what I mean? You know how we get down. Lunch meat. Who want war? Who want that smoke? Shout out Christ Michael. You know what I'm saying? We see you out there, boss. You know what I'm saying? You pour out a little liquor for some of our dead enemies and shit. Those who cross us in the battlefield. You know what I mean?
Those who are no longer with us in the crew.
Those who are no longer with us. The foot doctor.
Keep your feet grounded.
Keep your feet
grounded.
Zero established.
God damn.
Foot master play.
Goddamn, this sound one-sided. Shout out to brother Yeshua, turn his goddamn hotel into a locksmith. You heard me?
What the fuck is that?
What you do?
Cut it out,
Hey,
Neil.
Neil,
Don't be using my shit, bro. Don't be using my
Neil,
That
shit.
nigga don't
They
even know. He
waiting on
don't even
Prodigy.
understand the lingo. He don't even understand the lingo.
Where's poor Prodigy at?
You making fun of my Lakshmi, bro.
He on the StreamYard.
All right, for sure. Hey, man, can y'all hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
All right, cool.
Oh, y'all can't hear me.
Yeah, I had to close everything down, nigga, and run it back.
Hold on.
Tell Prodigy to stay in the back chat. It's filming from the back chat already. So just stay in the back chat.
They want you to stay in the back chat.
All right.
Hold on, but
because we can't hear him on the stream.
Because they can't hear you on the StreamYard. So now this is my question. So since we doing this like this, Can the listeners hear y'all?
If you share audio,
I did.
on StreamYard, then we should be able to be heard.
All right, okay, I did.
I can't do it. Altares, if you could do me a favor, go to Naga 9 and just see if you're able to hear us. Please. Thank you.
It's your boy, Anu Kakaraki.
It might not be if you ain't share the audio. We might be screwed.
No, I shared the audio. I most definitely shared the audio.
Oh, we good.
Hold on, sis. Let me get back up to the house. I was out walking.
Okay.
Do it.
They can hear us. I just heard, yeah.
Oh, okay,
I
okay,
just
cool,
told
cool,
them,
cool,
you
cool.
can hear.
Oh shit! So this how they be doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? We own and popping. You know what I'm saying? Hey,
Sis, do you need me to still check, or
hey,
can I finish my walk?
Yeah, what's up? Yeah.
They need you to go into the back check. Get off the StreamYard and go into the back check because they can't hear you.
All right, for sure.
Tell him that the back chat is streaming just like the
back
StreamYard.
chat is streaming the StreamYard right now. Damn, he kind of left before I could get all that out.
Sis, what do you want me to do?
Nothing. Denise already checked it. They can hear us.
All right.
Oh, shout out to all the people.
Ample crew in this motherfucker. Naga
Got
World.
the infamous Tommy Tucker in the building too. Shout out to that man.
If you don't know nothing about it, you need to go ahead and join the group.
You know what I'm saying?
You got Naga World Order,
Y'all,
Naga Nexus.
Y'all don't know nothing about what be happening in them back chat streets. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be on Facebook getting put in Facebook jail. We be in them back chat.
Like and share.
Subscribe. You know how y'all do it. You know, we got merch out there. You know what I'm saying? In God's Artist Guild. You go look out for inherentnoble.com. Holla at your boy.
Shout out to God is Light. Amen.
Amen. God is light.
Hell Hydra in the building.
God, y'all all can introduce yourself, man. You know what I'm saying? We got a nice little panel going on. Mm-hmm.
Well, it's me. Segment the Goddess.
Say her name.
Mama Walter, Mama Terra, Naga World affiliated. All love for the Ampu crew. I'm just saying we on here putting some things together real quick with two really strong brothers. I can't wait to hear like where they're coming from and they points of view. Y'all gotta excuse me emotion, but I'm just ready to see some real shit. It's a prelim. I'm just saying, get ready, buckle up. This is gonna be some hard hitting shit.
It's about to be the battle of the West Coast right here, man.
You know.
This shit got Cali vibes, man. I can't wait for this shit to get cracking.
Hey, look, just Neo motherfucking loving this thing, you know, about to watch this brother Yashar, you know, about these comedic scientists and atheists alike, you know, let's get it.
He has some Soul Train shit going on. I gotta get my shit together next time. We're gonna rewind this.
Brother.
Mudwa.
Hey, what's going on, beloved? How's my audio? How's the audio?
Yeah, you sound good, man.
All right. Hey, what's going on? Peace to the panel. Peace to everybody listening now, and peace to anybody listening in the future. You know, I just come to do what we do and pay attention to the information, non-biasly, you know, from a logic and reasoning perspective. And I want these two gentlemen to present their information in the best manner possible, and you know, and maybe edify the people regardless of where you stand, religiously or politically. At the end of the day, it should be one family and one aim, you know, and that's the objective.
And that's for y'all niggas in the future. That was some dope ass shit. Fuck this shit.
Right, I should have started out when I was nice.
Right. Niggas, how we to the future niggas. Y'all fucking up. Stop playing and go ahead and introduce yourself to the total army. Don't let me play on
Do anybody hear that?
I'm a passive observer. I'm not into this. I don't even know. I don't even know what the topic is.
Yo, hello.
Okay. We got a full house.
What's happening? Make y'all hear me?
Loud and clear.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, introduce yourself, bro.
Who, me?
Yeah.
All right. For those who don't know, my name is Prodigy Voorhees, and I represent Ampu Crew, Team Ma'at. You know what I'm saying? I am the original Hebrew killer. Absolutely. So, man, this is gonna be fun, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, man, I'm Prodigy Voorhees, tapping in all the way from Compton, California. You know what I'm saying? I'm certified, man. And yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? Man, you're sure finna get this work, man. He definitely finna get put in the dirt. So, yeah, man, let's get it. Let's get it.
Anybody joining in now, I just want to let you know we are live. We are filming Nagadon Studio on YouTube. We're about to do this prelim. Restore already said his stance for the pride. We've been waiting on you. So go ahead and get it.
Oh shit, I didn't even hear his stance, so I don't even know his premise. Okay. So if he wanna yeah. So just in a nutshell, if he wanna reiterate so I can at least, hear where he coming from, then I can go off of that.
All right, let's hear you, Short. Brother, you Short. Brother, you Short.
He might be on the StreamYard.
Nah, he's in here.
But he was just back here, right?
No, he's still in there.
I ain't heard him in here.
Yeah,
okay, so can anybody hear him?
I can't hear him. Maybe your phone muted or something, bro, but we can't hear you.
Yeah, unmute your mic, Playboy.
You're sharp.
He probably still listening to the StreamYard, not this.
That's why I told the nigga, man, just do it in the back chat. Man, you know what I'm saying? Nigga jumping through hoops and obstacles and shit. You could have just got it in, nigga, on the spot. Yeah, nigga, get out where you get
right
mad
here
at.
In the back chat, though.
We right here live in the back chat. Holla at your boy, 314 St. Louis in the building. You know what I'm saying? Naga World Nights, you know how we do it. 115-511.
Oh shit!
Somebody log on that StreamYard, let them know we on.
Man, I didn't already logged on like 3 StreamYards.
Yeah,
and they all told me to exit out and come to the back chat. So
yeah, stay right here.
Brother, you Short.
Yeah, but I can't hear him though.
Don't want to repeat himself. I know I can't remember his whole thing, so I don't want to misquote the brother. So that's why I won't repeat it.
Right. He
was basically saying that the Phoenician script was not predating the Hebrew script, and that the Phoenician script actually came from the Hebrew script. That's what he said.
Right.
And he said the Phoenicians wasn't even a people.
Damn.
Yeah,
that's what he's saying.
Man, that's heavy shit right there.
Yeah, nigga, that's
heavy shit right there.
That's real heavy.
That's deep.
Nigga, that's real deep. Nigga said the Phoenicians never even existed. Damn. And the nigga say that the Gabare, see, this is what he follows. He follows a current made-up language called the Gabare, right? Which is supposed to restore certain inconsistencies of the Masoretic text. Ooh. See, what Yashar didn't know is that, nigga, I really do this shit. See, he
but who was it made up by again?
Against the Bible don't know about this information. so he can use that to his advantage. Well, nigga, you met a nigga who don't give a fuck about that book, nigga. who know about your shit, boy. So, Yashar, since you in the back chat, nigga, I see your shit bubbling. Go ahead and explain yourself. Go ahead and explain your premise, you know what I'm saying? Because I was having some technical difficulties. But nigga, I'm in the building now, man. So go ahead and if you can reiterate, man, you know what I'm saying, so I can get a full understanding on your premise.
Period, point blank, the Hebrew script, right, comes before what you call a modern day Phoenician script, right? Whatever that's supposed to be. And that both language come from the Shemitic language. That's my stance.
What?
All right, hey, cool. So, can y'all hear me?
Yeah. We got you.
Okay, cool. So this is my premise. The issue that I'm having with Yashar is that he can't show and prove. He can't show a primary source that Moses wrote in this language called Gabaret, which he does follow. He claims that the name of the God that he worships is called Yao, which is Yao, which we find in the so-called Gabaret dialect. He can't. What I'm saying is that he can't show a primary source to solidify his stance in his premise. Also, he just mentioned that first he said that the Phoenicians didn't exist. Then he says that the Phoenician language did exist, but they're both of the Shemitic language. So, nigga, it's either they existed or they fucking didn't. If they didn't exist, how the fuck do they have a language? He just said that the Phoenicians didn't exist. Then he turned around and say, well, they did exist, but both of their languages are Shemitic. It's just that the Hebrew predates the Phoenicians. Nigga, I'm confused. Off the bat,
brother,
this shit is confusion.
Brother, you sure you want to answer that?
There's no confusion there. What I said clearly was the language is a new language, right?
What language?
And the Phoenician language, right? It's just like the word. It's a new word that's connected to your so-called Canaanites, right? But if the brother was studied up like he claimed to be, he should understand that. But obviously he don't understand that. So I'm about to teach this young man something today.
So you on some dumb boy shit.
So
and just to correct the brother, it's not Y-A-O.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I forgot to add the H. My bad.
It's not Yao.
It's Y-A-O-H. My bad.
It's not Yao.
Yeah, but I'm correct on that, right?
How you spell it again?
Since I add the H. Y-A-O-H. Y'all look that up. And I also want y'all to look up. Yeah, Y-A-O-H. Absolutely. I also want y'all to look. Yeah, absolutely. And I also want you.
Yes. Now how you say Yahoo. Yes, people have an issue with pronunciation.
Yayo, man. You know how nigga used to be out here slanging crack. Yeah, man. Man. You know nigga had that yayo out there, man. When they nigga in the trenches. Hey, so let me ask you a question, Yashar. Yashar, is there any ancient inscription of who you call on Yayo, which is Y-A-O-H? Is there any ancient inscription that predates the Phoenician script of the name Yayo? Do you have any evidence of that?
First off, I'm gonna need you to show me this Phoenician script.
brother, I can
Show me
definitely
what that Phoenician script look like, brother.
absolutely.
So
I
I'm sorry
already
to interrupt, but however y'all do things, if y'all need to, of course, you remember we are just moving around in the back chat as usual, so you can share screen.
okay,
Yeah,
cool,
you can
cool.
share screen in the back chat.
Oh, okay, cool. So you sure are you familiar with the Zayat stone?
Nah,
Bruh say
break
he
that off
pay,
for us.
bruh say he off top of the head, cuz he finna bust your shit up.
Yeah, break that off for us.
Cool. So they said that I can share. Hold on. So y'all said I can share my screen, right?
Yeah.
Hold up, right quick.
Yeah, you
All
share
right, let me.
screen through the back chat.
All right. Now, mind you, I just asked this brother, is he familiar with the Zayat stone? He said no, but he claims to be a Hebrew. Now, these are the records of your so-called people, and you're not familiar with this information.
Thank
Says
you
a
for
lot, brother.
sharing.
Says a
Thank you for
lot.
sharing that, brother. I appreciate you, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to share information. So good, good for
Yeah,
you. Good for you.
absolutely.
Damn, he put you
Absolutely.
up on one, cuz?
Absolutely.
So you sure
Yeah,
you saying he put you up on one?
all right. So just in a nutshell, right? Just let me do this right quick. Hold on. Damn, I lost y'all already. Hold on. Let me go to ongoing call. See, this is why I don't like backing up out this shit, because I'll be losing y'all on my laptop. Let me see. Name change photo. Say ongoing call. Let me click on this. Maybe I can get on. Change thing. Open in Messenger. Ongoing call. Let me see. Is this it right here?
Ample crew in this motherfucker.
Okay, cool. Let me see. No, cancel. Hold on. What the fuck is going on? Hey, man, can y'all still hear me?
Yeah.
Because this shit's tweaking. All right, so listen. I can share my screen.
Yep.
All right, man. Do y'all see me sharing my screen?
Not yet.
No.
Damn, it say.
You gotta turn your camera on first and then press your share screen.
It says you're sharing your screen.
Yeah, you sharing it now.
Okay, I'm sharing it now.
Yeah, we looking at the okay, yeah, now we
we see us.
Okay, so yeah.
There you go.
All right, so do y'all see the Zayat stone? Hold up. I'm just doing a simple Google search. So do y'all see
We see
Zayat
you
stone?
Googling.
I don't think I'm doing this shit right.
We see you Googling. We see
No,
it.
we can see your screen.
Okay, cool. But damn, why the fuck I can't see it? See this that shit. That's why I like using StreamYard. You know what I'm saying? Because I can see what the fuck is going on. I don't know. This shit tweaking.
your shit up there.
Yeah, I'm just trying to make sure that I see it. So I can.
We see. So you can look at it on. You can see it on Google and talk to us. We looking at the same screen.
Right. Don't worry about the StreamYard. Just worry about what you're doing.
All right, cool. So this what I'm gonna do. Hold up real quick. Ah, damn, man.
You popping, cuz.
All right, yeah, I'm just trying to click out this other shit I end up clicking on. All right, so let me go back to the Zayat stone, man. All right, so this right here, just let me go to the image of the so if you see shit, hold up. See, I really wanted to go into, let me see. So we got the Paleo Hebrew, and this is the oldest inscription. See, I really wanted to go into the dates because the dates are very important. But if you do a quick Google search, just something simple on what is called the Zayat stone. This is Zayit. This is the Zayat stone is a Paleo Hebrew inscription, which is the oldest Hebrew inscription that they have to date. And this is a playoff. Matter of fact, it comes from the 10th century. So this is dated to the 10th century. So according to the consensus of biblical archaeologists, anthropologists who deal with biblical artifacts, they claim that this is the oldest biblical writing, which is what you would call the Katav Ivory or the Paleo Hebrew, which is on the Zayed stone. This is from the 10th century. We have nothing that predates the 10th century. So if Moses was around the 14th or 15th century BCE, why don't we have any writings during the time of Moses? Because it didn't exist. How in the fuck did Moses write the Torah in Gabaré when we don't have any primary documentation or signature writings of anybody writing in Gabaré in the 14th or 15th century? The oldest stone that we have of Paleo or the Paleo Hebrew alphabet comes from the 10th century BCE. This is around the time that the so-called Israelites came into the land of Canaan. When they come into the land of Canaan, not only did they adopt their deities like El and Baal, but they also adopted their language. The Hebrews, you niggas didn't have no language when you were so-called in ancient Kemet. If you was an ancient Kemet, you was speaking the language of the Ramesh, which is who the ancient Kemites called themselves. You know about the Ramesh. When you niggas came into Canaan, you was speaking the language of Canaan, not the language of Abraham, not the language of Shem, not the language of Eber. You niggas didn't have no fucking language, which is why when we look in the Tanakh, it says that in order for it says when the Egyptians and the Assyrians would come into the knowledge of Yahweh, in order for them to worship him, they would have to speak the language of Canaan, not no fucking Hebrew. It say that the Egyptians and the Assyrians will have to learn the language of Canaan if they wanted to holler at the God of Hebrews. You niggas stole the Canaanite language, and by you niggas stealing the Canaanite language, you adopted their deities like El. El is a creator deity in the Canaanite pantheon. He is the creator of the earth, which is why we see in a Bereshit, Genesis chapter 1 and 1, right? It talks about the Elohim, which is a pantheon of deities under the rulership of El. Yahweh or Yahweh, whatever fucking name you want to use, Yaoh. He is a son of El.
Minor deity.
And hello?
No, so yeah, he was a minor deity.
Yeah, absolutely. He was a minor deity that inherited Israel. That was his inheritance. When you read the book of Deuteronomy, Yahweh or Yahweh, whatever name you want to use, Yahweh, that deity inherited the children of Israel. Just like when you look at different Canaanite groups of people, like the Jebusites and the Girgashites and all these different the Amorites, all these different Canaanite tribes, they all had different deities that they called on, and these deities were sons of El. Nigga, Yahweh that you call on was a son of El, which is why it says in the book of Isaiah. Now, this was a prophecy that never came in fruition. It never happened, where it says that the Egyptians and the Assyrians would come into the knowledge of the God of Israel. And when they do, in order for them to communicate with the God of Israel, they would have to speak the language of Canaan, not the fucking language of Gabaré, not the fucking language of the Hebrews. It says language of Canaan. Mind you, when I just asked Yashar, have you ever heard of the Zayat stone? He said no. How
All
is
right,
it?
brother. I'm gonna have to stop you for a second
Okay,
because
cool.
from when that was about, I'm gonna say that was about a good high 15. So we
Absolutely.
gotta let the brothers
However
finish.
long it was, I'm
I
gonna
would
go on
like to
mute.
remind everybody this is a personal prelim between the two brothers. So we don't want to make it out to be like it's us versus them versus us. We want them versus them, and we just trying to be on the
Right.
side in between. So, your sharp brother, if you ready, if you locked and you fucking loaded, then let's shoot the fuck off, bro. You got 15 on the clock. Somebody keep the time for me. I'm rolling.
I heard this story. Yeah, you gotta stop sharing your screen.
Okay, so I'm sharing my screen. All right, hold up. Hold up. Let me try to get back on the call. Hold on right quick. That's what I'm saying. This shit is
You gotta
tweaking.
go back to Messenger, go back to the call.
But yeah, I'm on messaging right now. Hold on, let me see.
Are you on a computer?
Yeah, I'm on a computer. That's
So
why.
it should be at the bottom of your screen on the taskbar. It should. Oh, it look like you on it. You on it. You on it. That's it. That's hang up. No, that's hang up. Don't hang up.
All right. So what do I do? I'm saying I'm confused like a motherfucker.
You gotta like turn your camera, hit the camera button. That should work.
I just hit the camera button. I'm hitting it. All right. What about now?
I still see it.
Hold up, man.
That's crazy.
That's what I'm saying, man. This should be tweaking. Hold up, bro. Let me see.
Go all the way to the bottom of the screen.
Yeah, I'm at the bottom of the screen.
That's me. My bad.
Yeah, I see
Go
it.
back to the car. Come out of there and come to the car. You want Messenger the back thing.
Yeah,
that's what looked like he was on 2 calls, Denise. I don't know.
That's
how
what
he
I'm
did
saying.
that.
This shit
Now
tweaking.
stop. Not yet. Just stop sharing your screen now.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to get back.
You got to get
to
back
where
to the
y'all
call
at.
to do that.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get back to the car. Hey man, but y'all see me
Lower
scrambling.
Lower that thing that you in. Lower that whole Chrome.
Minimize
it. Lower it. All right, hold on.
Yeah,
Let me lower it.
Behind it.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Group call. Let me see.
I'm just gonna let y'all know now. Only y'all line is
Okay. I see.
Oh, that's a different one though.
Group call. Okay, this is it right here. All right, hold up.
Yeah, there you go.
You got 2 screens.
All right. So what about now?
Yeah, you good now. You stop.
Can y'all see my screen? Can y'all see my screen?
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna get straight to it, fam. So what I'm pulling from is a source where, we talking about 10th century, like the brother just spoke about concerning the information he just presented, right? So I don't know how much he do as far as research go, but if you understand, 10th century, you have Israelites scattered. They all over the place. So information is in different places at the same time. That's possible, right? Man, it don't seem like you do, but I'm gonna help you out real quick though. This is called the Zadok fragment, right? Also known as the Damascus document, similar to the manual of discipline from Qumran, containing the rules of the community. The document was discovered in the Geniza, attached to an ancient synagogue in Cairo in 1896, and is now in Cambridge, England. Right. This is from the Oxford Biblical Studies. Right. So then let me just take you over here real quick. Right. Show you what it looked like. So these are the type of documents that we had. Right. It's called the Damascus documents. Right. This is why it's fragmented. This is why it's broken up, because of where it was, how old it is. Right. So just how we had information scribed on steles, statues, pottery. We also wrote things down, right? As you can see clearly here, right? So again, when you understand about the Damascus document, You understand that it was during the time period of who? King David. You know, priest of Doc.
When was that?
You understand? So let's just tap into what they say about the Damascus document since we here, right? This is what I don't really deal with Wiki, but since we here, we're gonna just deal with it since I touched the pick, right? It says the Damascus document, also called the Damascus Covenant, or the Book of the Covenant of Damascus, Cairo Damascus document, CD, or Damascus Rule, is an ancient Jewish document that some scholars suggest serves as a bridge document connecting Judaism, post-exilic, Enochian, Essene majority to the asserted leadership of its radical minority Qumran Essene community that was established in isolation near the shores of the Dead Sea. It forms part of the Dead Sea Scrolls found in 1947 near Qumran, but two fragments had already been discovered in 1897 in the Cairo Geniza. So it wasn't just in 47 that they found it, but it was discovered in 1897. So we can't say, oh, because I know a lot of brothers, oh, they found it when they got there. Nah, don't play yourself, right? 1897, get it correct, right? So I'm just showing you that we have information that brothers might not be privy to, right? So let me stop sharing my screen concerning the documents and information concerning that, right? So let me get back to it, right? Well, so now let me show my screen, right? So I don't know, can y'all see this, right? Yeah, lexicon, ancient Hebrew lexicon, right? Of the Bible. So talking about words, right? That brothers like to play with because they don't have no understanding. Unfortunately, right? Because they choose to be on the surface and want to repeat what the pale skin like to put out there. For example, El, Baal, right? It's not Baal, it's Baal. You got to say it right because it's a Canaanite word. Just like Melchizedek, right? They say it's a Canaanite dialect of a Shemitic language. So who are the Phoenicians? I'm gonna ask you, Prodigy, since you so familiar with these people, who are they? Who they come by? Because we talking about the Bible. Remember that. You can't say, oh, it's fictional anyway. You can't use that. You in the fight now, bruh. Ain't no backing out of this. So since you understand what we talking about and who we dealing with, we know that the Bible deal with lineages, right? You are who your father is. I need you to show us, Mr. Scholar Man, Mr. You do this, Hebrew killer. Yeah. Show us in the scriptures who Phoenicia come from, if that's a man, right? If that's a man that's attached to a bloodline, right? Because he should be attached to Cam's or AKA Ham bloodline, right? That's where he should be attached to, for sure, right? Or no? Well, then if he's not attached to Shem or Ham, who is he attached to? You're going to show us, right? According to the scriptures, right? You got that. I know you're looking it up right now, right? I'm going to help you. It ain't there. But you know who is there? Canaan. That's the new modern name for the Canaanites, the Phoenicians, just to help you with understanding. And yeah, you can go fact check that. So now that you know that the Canaanite language is the same as the Phoenician language, because they're the same goddamn people. That's why I asked you a specific question. You thought I didn't know. You thought I asked questions about what I understand because I don't know. You got to be outside yourself, man. So look, let me help you out again with the language, right? Talking about the language, right? So This is a prelim, so I need to show y'all, right? I know you can't really see it, but I'm showing you the source what I'm reading from. I'm about to read from what they call the yoke, right? And when you pronounce it in the Hebrew, even with the pictograph, as they like to say paleo, right? The pictographs say all, not L, not EL. So where the Phoenicians get that from? You're gonna show us that too, right, in the language, right? Like right here. See, I didn't just go to the Hebrew, I went to the ancient, right? So now we go to what was before you get to the Hebrew. So now we're dealing with the pictograph, right? It speaks of all, not L, E-L. It speaks of A-L, right? That's why you see my name as Yao Sharal, Yao Sharal, not Yao Sharel. That's why there's no such thing as Israel. No such thing in the language, young man. But I'm just helping you out, though. Just giving you some understanding. Things you might not know, right? Because I know you don't understand what I'm saying. Because if you knew what I'm saying, when I said it, you would have understood it. Because you got to understand it. But you only know things. And knowing is half the battle, bro. Understand what I'm saying? I'm going to say it for you again. Knowing is half the battle.
Yo, Joe.
So listen, I'm going to keep going.
Oh, shit.
Go ahead, right there. So here we go, right? It says, yes. It says, all, yoke, ox, not X, but ox, all, ox, right? Strength. The pictograph of the ox head is a picture of an ox head and also represents its strength. The staff, right, is a picture of a shepherd's staff and also represents the authority of the shepherd. Combine these two. Okay, she's outside in the garage. Go outside with mom. Go ahead. Take him outside with your mom. Go ahead. Take that with you. All right. So combine these two pictures, pictographs means the strong authority. I don't know what L mean. You have to break that down for us according to the Phoenician script. Because right here it's talking about the ancient Paleo Hebrew. That's what this source say. See that? See that ancient Hebrew? So I guess you can show me an ancient Phoenician lexicon, right? You can do that for us, right? You're not gonna go to a Hebrew lexicon and try and show us some Phoenician shit, right? Nah, you too intelligent for that. I know you way too intelligent for that. So I'm gonna wait, see what you got next, though. Right? I'm gonna see what you got. And then let me continue real quick before my time is up, right? It says the yoke is understood as a staff on the shoulders, right? See Isaiah 9:4. In orders to harness their power for pulling loads, such as a wagon or plow. Hence, the two pictographs can also represent the ox in the yoke. Often, two oxen were yoked together. An older, more experienced ox would be teamed up, yoked with a younger, lesser experienced ox. The older ox is the yoke in the strong authority, who through the yoke teaches the younger ox. Right? Thus, we see one who holds authority over others, such as judges, chiefs, and gods. So the all that I speak of and that I represent is the authority over all of that you speak about, little buddy. So in your next round, show us this Phoenician script that ain't got nothing to do with the Hebrew.
Next time. All right. I'm just saying, y'all don't give a fuck that I keep telling y'all I'm driving. So when I be in the tree, I want y'all to know I was waiting for niggas to source up. All right, so look, Denise, please hold down this next 15 for me. Prodigy boy, you ready?
Yeah, can y'all hear me?
Yep.
You, bro. You good?
All right,
All right,
Chris.
cool.
Now yourself.
Well, I'm back
Okay,
now, so
cool.
I can do it.
Mm.
All right, so
All right,
whenever you
absolutely.
start your time, start.
Okay,
Whenever
cool.
you
Absolutely. This is what I want people to recognize about Yashar's last go. Go on. Go. This is what I want y'all to recognize. Now I want y'all to do the research on the information that he's bringing out. I specifically asked Yashar if he can show any primary documentation of this language called Gabaret, which he acknowledges as a language that predates the Phoenician language, even though he claims the Phoenician people didn't exist. So if they didn't exist, how do they have a language? So that's a contradiction in itself. Also, he showed the Damascus document. Yashar, are you familiar that the Damascus document is dated at the earliest to I believe, matter of fact, let me pull this up so y'all can see it. Let me pull this up.
The screen on you. If you share your screen, it's already ready.
Yeah. All right, cool. All right. So let me go here. All right. All right. So can y'all see my screen?
Yep.
Okay. It says through a precise, if you can see my screen, it says through a precise date for the composition of the Damascus document, it ain't been determined. But what we can see that it came just right before the Great Jewish Revolt, 66 to 70 AD. Yashar, what I showed was the Zayed stone, which is dated at 10th century BC. The Damascus document that you showed, that according to the consensus of scholars, they saying the earliest is maybe around the Jewish Revolt, 66 to 70 AD. So you're showing information over 1,000 years that comes after what I showed, which was the Zayed stone. And mind you, I showed you, I asked Yashar, have he heard about the Zayed stone, which is the oldest Hebrew, so-called Paleo-Hebrew writing that we have in existence? He said, no, I've never heard of that. So now I'm questioning your research game. I'm questioning your scholarship. Now, this information is supposed to be coming from your so-called ancestors, and you never heard of it? That's crazy. He asked me about the Phoenicians. He said, show me the Phoenicians in the biblical text. Well, we know that the word that the Phoenicians, the reason why they was called Phoenicians, they were called that by the Greeks because of the rich purple dye that they sold. They had rich purple dye that they sold to other cultures in the means of money, in the means of monetary gain. So this is why they was called Phoenicia. Even when you look at the city Phoenix in Arizona, that city is named after the Phoenicians. The Greeks called the Phoenicians because of the rich purple dye that they sold. So of course you're not going to see it in the biblical text, because according to you, the biblical text is based off Gabaret Hebrew, which we can't find before the 10th century. So these are the issues that I'm having with Yashar's premise. He can't show me any signature writings from a Moses or any so-called biblical prophet in the New Testament that was writing in a so-called language called Gabaret. when we look at the prophets, the so-called prophets in the Tanakh and in the Ketuvim, we can't find any signature writings of these so-called prophets writing. Now, mind you, at this time, when it came to the Israelites as a people, they was not writing. They were ignorant. Everything that they knew came from the priests, which were Levites, and it came from the prophets. They were the ones who were writing. Can somebody please? The Israelites were ignorant when it came to writing. They weren't writing. The only scribes that were writing, you had to be a priest, you had to be a prophet, you had to be a scribe. It wasn't like how nowadays anybody can write a story. Everybody has the information. Everybody has the skills to write stories. At that time, the Israelites were ignorant. They was not writing stories. So, if you show me an ancient Gabaray Hebrew writing that predates the so-called Paleo-Hebrew script, which we know comes from the Canaanite script. Like, let me show you. Let me share my screen. Hey, listen, is my screen still sharing?
Everything. We see everything.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
All right, cool. All right, cool. So let me as you can see, hold on. Let me go right here. Let me try to blow this up. Oh, damn, it didn't do it.
We see it. We see it.
Okay, cool. So it says the following are 22 Phoenician letters. We see the Aleph, the Beth, the Gimel, the Daleth, the He, the Wa, the Zayin, the Heath, the Teth, the Yod, the Kapah, the Lameth, the Mem, the Nun, the Sebmek, Ayin, the P, the what is this? The Taz, the Qua, the Rest, the Sin. These are Phoenician letters that predates the Paleo-Hebrew, which is dated at the 10th century. The Phoenicians was writing between the 11th and 12th century. So this is 100 to 200 years before the so-called Israelites got a hold of it. This is why the oldest Hebrew inscription that we can find comes from the Zayed stone, which is dated at the 10th century. We have nothing older than that. We don't have nothing older than the Zayed stone. And when you examine the language, when you examine the dynamics of the inscriptions, you can say this is Gabaray. Yeshua went to the Damascus document as a rebuttal to the Zayed stone. And the Damascus document is dated at the earliest around the Jewish revolt. Now, you can pull up information of scholars who may say, well, the Gabaray, that the Gabaray language could have been around the 11th, 10th century, but that is speculation. Just like when we look at the writings of the New Testament, you'll have scholars that say, well, Mark wrote around 60 AD. John wrote the book of Revelations around 80, 90 AD. That's speculation. Why? Because we don't have the actual document. We don't have the actual Greek documentation to prove that they was actually writing around that time. The oldest New Testament documentation that we have is a copy of another copy of another copy of another transliterated copy, which is called P45, which comes around 200 AD. So what they do have, which is the documentation of the Damascus document, they saying that that is a copy of another copy of another copy of another copy of another transliterated copy, and the earliest that is around the Jewish revolt, which is between 66 to 70 AD. You don't have any primary documentation to try to disclaim or disprove what I showed, which is the Zayed stone, which they actually have in a museum that comes from the 10th century BCE, and it lines up with the Phoenician Canaanite script. You are dealing with the Gabaret, which is a modern day term, right? When you're dealing with Ghana, mind you, remember he just brought up Ghana not too long ago. I believe he did. And he also brought up Ethiopia. But I ain't going to go into that. So the Gabaret language was created to kind of tweak and fix certain words and certain definitions when it comes to the Masoretic text. It had absolutely nothing to do with them trying to fix the Paleo Hebrew, the Katav Ivory, which is a play of the Phoenician script. He fucked up using a Damascus document. Bruh, I asked you to show me any text that predates the Zayed stone. That's why when I hit your ass with the Zayed stone, he admitted that he ain't know nothing about it. Now, if he was a true scholar in his studies, he would have known about the Zayed stone. See, this is what these Hebrew niggas do. They cherry pick what sounds good to them, then they implement it. They implement it in their studies, and then they try to deliver the shit to the community and on those who they believe are not well studied. Yashar, you fucking with the wrong one, nigga. They don't call me Prodigy Voorhees for nothing. I've been slaying you niggas since the 90s. This is how I know about the Gabaret and how fake that shit is. I've been fucking you niggas up since the 90s. And I can show you a picture of the nigga who they attributed as being the one who brought the Gabaret to the community. The nigga did a whole article. A nigga from Ghana, Gabaret. Listen, bro. Listen. Hey, look, man, check this out. He fucked up by using the Damascus document. Because the Damascus document that they have, if you look at the writing that's in a Damascus documentation, that is not what is known as ancient Paleo Hebrew.
Facts.
It was a modern Hebrew after the Israelites had already went to through different captivities, and their language started to change, especially when it comes to Aramaic. He have not showed a script. I'm like, damn, nigga, at least you should have showed nigga the Hezekiah stele. The other nigga ain't showed the fucking Hezekiah seal. He didn't want to do that because you know the Hezekiah seal got a motherfucking unk on it, and that'd be a whole another discussion.
He could have went to the Misha.
You said who?
The Misha.
He could have went wherever instead of the fucking Damascus document to try to go against what I showed with the Zayed stone. Once again, I want y'all to look that up. Zayit stone. This is the oldest Hebrew inscription that they have. Not no fucking Gabaret. Okay, not nothing mentioning YAOH. Okay, we talking about the Paleo Hebrew that mentions YHWH. Even when we deal with the Silver Scrolls, right? We know a lot of Hebrew Israelites like to talk about the Silver Scrolls, right? Which is the oldest inscription which is a prayer from the book of Numbers, because we know that this Silver Scroll, right, which was an amulet, which was found in grave sites, which was in Judea. So when a Jew or Israelite would be buried, they would write this prayer on an amulet, roll it up, and then put it in the grave site of the Israelite or the Jew that is deceased. It's a prayer. So this is why we find the prayer in the silver scrolls, right, in the grave sites of Jews and Israelites in Judea. Now, mind you, when they found the silver scrolls and they unraveled it, the first word that they was able to identify was YHWH, which is Yahweh, not Yahweh. Step your shit up, nigga.
That gotta be time.
Shut up, Yahweh. Step your shit up, you sure?
All right.
This dude just love his sound effects.
The Russians coming. Sound like the Russians coming.
This song for you, short.
Motherfucker, moo cow. All right, well, I just want to say real quickly, shout out to motherfucking my home away from home, Uncle Crew, for allowing us to host this in his house. And then, of course, Naga World Order, letting us use the platform. Shout out to my niggas. This shit get real heavy. I'm just saying, y'all gotta hold it down. You sure you ready?
Man, can you turn that siren off, bro? Man. So let me get straight to it. Let me get straight to it real quick. I ain't here to play no games with kids. I have my own kids to play with. So listen. So this brother keep talking about this Zayat, right? This Zayat stone, right? Hold on 1 second, fam. Damn, everywhere I go, there's some fucking music playing. Damn. All right, so look, this is what we got right here. Y'all can see my screen, right? Mm-hmm. So these brothers keep talking about the 10th century. See, in the Zadokite fragment, it came out 66 according to some fucking pale-skinned Jews. So let me give y'all understanding, family, because like I said, man, people be talking and they don't be knowing what they be talking about. They just be running their mouth, right? So this is what it says. It says, the find in the context of other archaeological excavations at the Zayat, right, suggest a centralized bureaucracy, political leadership, and literacy levels that seem to support the biblical images that unify the kingdom of David and Solomon in the 10th century BCE. So remember, family, this man keep on mentioning 10th century BCE, the 10th century BCE, 10th century BCE, according to these people and this brother, because he keep repeating them, right? King David and King Solomon was around that time, family, right? It says it also supports the notion that the Zayat was probably an important border town established by an expanding Israelite kingdom based in Jerusalem. So again, 10th century is related to the unified kingdom of David and Solomon in the 10th century BCE. So the brother asked me, why did I bring out the Zadokite fragment? Why did I bring that out, right? Let me show you why I brought that out, right? Again, the Zadokite fragment. Do you know who Zadok is, brother? I guess you don't. Let me help you out. So this is why we brought out the Zadokite fragment, right? Because what you're going to see here, something very important to understand, right? So, right, we go to King Samuel, right? We go to, what is this? 2 Samuel 19 and 11. What did it read, family? King David sent to Zadok and Abiathar, the priests. So now, do you understand why the writings of the Zadokite fragments is so important? Because you have those who found it, pale skins, make a dumb opinion, and what this brother do? Because where did he go get it from? The Jewish Britannica, right? Not all of their information is solid if you don't know. You got to fact check even that. But see, this brother, he can only go so far. If they don't tell him shit, he don't know shit. You understand? This is why you don't see me repeating nothing that them motherfuckers talk about. Nothing. This is why it's so foreign to people like this little brother right here that I'm dealing with, right? Again, 10th century, dealing with King David and King Solomon. Here we go, King David sent for Zadok. This is why you see the Zadokite fragment being so important, along with the Damascus documents that was found in the Qumran. Do I need to go to that document? Yeah, let's do that for a second, family. So hold up, let me do this real quick. Boom, right? Let me go open up my Kindle, right?
Oh man,
Because we don't
man, you were supposed to drop Mike, man.
We don't Google everything, right? It's what we don't do. You see what I'm saying? Like this brother just came here and shot out a whole bunch of nothing and didn't prove nothing. I asked this brother to show us a Phoenician script that didn't have nothing to do with Hebrew. You know what this brother pulled up? That shit said Paleo Hebrew Phoenician script. Why it just didn't say Phoenician script, brother? Why you have to add Hebrew to it? Y'all got to pay attention to these slick ass people, man. They play too many games, and if y'all not hip, y'all get caught up in their bullshit. I'm just telling y'all, y'all got to pay attention. This is why I tell people to show and prove, so I can see they slick ass shit, because what they talk about ain't always what they showing, family. What they showing ain't always what's coming out their goddamn mouth. But what you see me doing, I'm showing you line for line, word for word, what I'm talking about according to my heritage.
Oh,
right?
shit.
Let's get it. Hold up. Let's get it. We got it in right now.
Hold on, let me cock him back for you, cuz. Oh,
got it in right now. We got the library up. Hold on. Let me get to the.
Hold on.
Let me get to the. Oh, here we go. We got the Dead Sea Scrolls.
There you go, nigga.
We got the Dead Sea Scrolls right here. Right. So let's do this. Let's go to the cover. Dead Sea Scrolls. Right. Ain't that what the information was talking about here?
A penguin?
Huh? Ain't that what it was talking about here? Right?
Go.
The Damascus documents. Ain't that what it's talking about? Yeah, I got the source right here for you real quick, bro. Hold on. Let me help you out. Right? Let me help you out.
Just pass it up.
No, I'm good. I'm not looking for nothing to read from there. Just want to show something real quick. Right? Just want to show something real quick. This brother, like, you know, he out here playing games with y'all, like, y'all don't have no type of understanding of nothing. Right? And what the Dead Sea Scrolls actually have in it and what it's dealing with. Okay, here we go. In addition to the English rendering of the Hebrew and the Aramaic text found in the 11 Qumran caves, 2 inscribed potsherds retrieved from the Qumran site, and 2 Qumran-type documents discovered in the fortress of Masada, and brief introductory notes to each text. This volume also provides this volume. So that tells me that they have the text. They have the complete text. Did they give us everything? Obviously not. Even according to what we're reading right here from the transliteration and the breakdown of what they actually was given access to. So again, they still withholding information from us, fam. But let's keep reading. This volume also provides an up-to-date general introduction outlining the history of the 50 years of scroll research and sketching the organization history and religious message of the Qumran community. So it ain't just a couple of years, family. They said 50 years of research, fam. So they've been having access to some of these scrolls, and they've been trying to break it down and get information. What is this brother talking about when it comes down to what is entailing? As if the documents don't mean nothing. As if just because they found it in a certain period, that information that's in the Qumran cave doesn't date back even further than the 10th century. See, this is what I'm talking about when you deal with people that really just surface people, right? Surface people. Now, like I told you, my premise, and I told you my challenge. My challenge had nothing to do with what he's running his mouth about. My challenge is based off of what he ran his mouth about. He ran his mouth about the Phoenician script being something greater and older than the Hebrew, which I'm clearly showing you that that language cannot possibly be before the Hebrew. And let me explain to you why. According to the Bible, right? So let's go. Children of Ham. JV. Go. All right. These are the sons of Ham, right? And their families after their nations. Boom. Okay. Let me go to the whole chapter. Boom. These are the generations of Japheth right there. Boom. Ham. The sons of Ham, Cush, Mizraim, Foot, and Canaan. Right? There's no Prodigy. This is what I asked you to do. But since you hard of hearing like the kids are these days, you know what I'm saying? I got to do it for you. Right? I got to take your hand and walk across the street as a grown ass man. And you could have did this for the people yourself to prove your point, right? That the Phoenicians are a part of a bloodline people, right? So let's see, right? Cush, Mizraim, Put, Canaan, and the sons of Cush, Seba, Havilah, Sabat, Ramah, Sabacha, the sons of Ramah, Sheba, Dedan. Cush begot Nimrod. Okay, the king of Babal, right? Aret, Akkad, Karnar, the land of Shinar. Help me out, man. Where can I find? Oh, okay, maybe it's in Mizraim, people, right? Oh, out of the land went forth Asher, built Nineveh, and the city Rahabah, Kalla, and Rasin between Nineveh and Kalla. The same as a great city. Mizraim begot Ludim, Anam, Labam, Naphtahim, Pasharon. All these people, bruh. Where's Phoenicia? Where's Phoenician? You keep saying the people. Who's these people? What's their name, bruh? Where can I find them at in the Bible? This is what we're talking about. Our whole discussion is based off the biblical narrative. Where's this Phoenician name at, brother? This is my second time asking you. I asked you to go to the scriptures and point it out. You ain't pointed out nothing. You just running your mouth once again. Nobody want to hear you preaching, bro. This is not Sunday. This is not Sunday school. Okay? We're not Christians around here. All right? I'm gonna need you to shut your mouth, right? And when you ask the question, address the question clearly. Go to the source that we're dealing with, which is the Bible, and show us where we can find this person named Phoenicia or the people, the Phoenicians, right? Because you say they are a people, right? Who are they? By name. Because the language is spoken by a people. And some ignorant people call a nation of people by their language. For example, you know how the ignorants call us Hebrews? Like, why you calling us a language, man? We got a name. That's dumb as shit. Call us by our name, not by the language we speak. That would make more sense. Because anybody in their goddamn mama can speak a fucking language. That don't make them the people. But again, that went over your head because you're not really there yet. So we're gonna help you out a little bit more, man. What other? Oh, okay. Do I need to go to Shem? Oh, is Phoenicia Shem? No, Phoenicia. No. Oh, okay. Not there. All right. So let's see what they say, right? Let's go here. All right. Let's see what they say. All right. Right. All right. Oh, okay. Here we go, loved one. 2 minutes to go. Okay, that's cool. That's real cool. Right. So as you see. So let me go back real quick, right? Let me go back real quick. So it says the Samito, hold on, man. What the fuck is this, man? What is this, man? What is this? Get this up out of here, man. Let's do this right, man. So people won't be tripping. Okay. According to the Samito, which is the Semitic languages, yeah, they have that related to the Afro-Asiatic languages. Why is that, fam? Why is that? What's going on here, man? What's going on here? Can we get an understanding of what the Semitic languages is dealing with? Can we get an understanding of what the groups are? Right. Uh-oh. Related topics. The language, Ebalate, the language, the Phoenician language, the Canaanite language. Who is these people, man? Oh, didn't I say earlier that the Phoenician language was a Shemitic language? Didn't I say that? Didn't I make that statement very clear that this is a Shemitic language? It comes from our forefather language, right? Hold on. What did it say? It says the Phoenician is very what? Close to the what? With which it forms the what? The Canaanite. It forms the Canaanite what? Subgroups of the Northern Shemitic what? What? Where does it say that the Phoenicians are a people? I'm still waiting for you to bring that information out. Where are these people at, bro? Right? Again, Phoenician is very close to the Hebrew. Why is that? Because it's a Semitic language. I hope you got that understood, brother. Because it seemed like you hard of hearing or something.
All right, so it looked like it's gonna be a debate. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, but how you brothers feeling?
Yeah, like I said, man, I'm here. This is why I came. I ain't come here just to play no
this
game.
is just the prelim right here.
We about to set
look, man, I would definitely let him respond.
We about to set the
some
date.
of his
Let's set
brother's
the date.
claims. Brother, stop running. You don't got shit to do today. Let me respond to what you just said. Well, you don't got nothing to do.
Okay.
Well, you don't got nothing to do in the next 15 minutes.
So listen, this
Stop running.
I went.
Stop running.
You went too. I don't need to hear nothing else from you.
Brother, we going 3 for 3.
All you need to do is set a debate.
We going 3 for 3.
Set a debate.
This nigga running.
Set the date.
Brother, you just got finished talking for 15 minutes. Can I talk?
That's all right. That's all right.
Okay, cool. So let me respond.
I had 30. You had 30.
Let me respond to what you said. Okay, so you don't got to talk. Let me respond to what you just said.
Come on, y'all.
Listen, hey, man, y'all get scared.
That boy scared.
Hey, man, y'all Hebrew
all I want to
Christians
do right
get
now
y'all
at this
boy,
point,
my nigga, let me respond to what you just said.
All I want to do
I'm
is
not done.
Hebrews get
I'm not done. That nigga scared. He's scared. That nigga shaking in his boots. Okay, so let me respond to what he just said. Okay, we'll go. Okay, we'll go on mute. Okay, we'll dip.
Let's set a date and time.
We'll dip.
Let's set a date and time.
Brother,
right
you not finna, my nigga,
Let's
you're not
finna,
time
right
you're
now,
not finna orchestrate shit. We'll
Let's
keep
set a
it
date
moving.
and time, or I'm out of here, bro.
We'll keep it moving, because you got beat the fuck up, nigga.
I mean, you can call it what you want.
You got beat the fuck up.
What you want to do, Denise?
This nigga was supposed to prove in a preliminary
some understanding
that
before I leave.
My nigga cannot
I'm
talk.
not about to sit here with this dumb shit.
I just listened to this nigga for 15 minutes. Now when I talk,
all that want to tit for tat.
No, you didn't.
Talk to the people.
I just listened to you for 15 minutes.
So
okay, well go on mute, nigga. Go on mute and let me. This nigga, boy, this nigga nervous.
Let's set it up.
Let me respond.
All we gotta do is set the time.
I want to see it now. This shit just.
All we gotta do is set the time and date.
My nigga, you're not orchestrating
You
shit.
can talk for the next 3 hours. All you
You're
want.
not
With no interruptions,
you
because I won't
are not
interrupt you at all, because I won't be on.
orchestrating
So
shit.
now,
Let me
what are we
respond.
doing, fam?
So yeah, man. So bro, I'm just saying.
My
like,
nigga, I told the nigga this is the debate now. This nigga talking about this nigga need 2 weeks to study.
What's the time and
I've been telling that nigga. Hey, listen.
So this not the prelim. Let me change the.
No, this was supposed to be the debate. I told the nigga I'm ready now. He asked me, was I ready now? I said yes.
Yeah, y'all see what time it is, family. I don't play these fucking.
This nigga full of shit.
So
listen,
now you
homie,
don't want to debate. You heard.
Listen,
he heard
listen,
you from the.
listen,
He heard you
listen.
from the beginning.
Check this out, bro. Can I
he heard
speak?
you from the
Can I
beginning. Say that
speak?
this was a
Oh my
prelim.
nigga, I'm
Now
finna
all
let
of a
you
sudden,
finish.
it's a
I'm finna
debate.
let you finish. I'm finna let you finish, and then I'ma talk. Go ahead, my nigga. You already out. That's what I thought. That bitch ass nigga left the chat. Hey, listen, hold on. Just let me say this right quick. Yeah. Let me respond. Hey, listen, Shake Make. Let me respond. Now, earlier in the back chat, he kept saying, let's debate the topic. Let's choose a date. I said, fuck a date, nigga. Let's debate now. He said, do you have a PowerPoint? He said, do you have a PowerPoint? Are you ready now? I said, yes, nigga. I got the information now. So he said, let's go. And then he went to StreamYard. Ain't no preliminary. Nigga, I said, nigga, fuck waiting for a date. Nigga, let's get it cracking now. Nigga, I get mad. I get down where I get mad at. Nigga, let's get it cracking now. See, since the nigga Yashar got his ass whooped, now the nigga want to talk about let's set up a debate. See, you want to set up a debate because you need more time to study. Nigga, you fucked up when you brought out the Damascus.
How may I assist?
Hey Tiffany, you need to go on mute. I think you handling some business in the background.
You're a transformer.
I got it.
So this is my question to Yashar. Yashar, you are claiming that what you follow, which is the Gabaret Hebrew, that predates the Phoenician script. Mind you, he said the Phoenicians never existed. If the Phoenicians never existed, why are you arguing about a script that comes from a people that never fucking existed? It doesn't make any logical sense. If I'm claiming that a people didn't exist, then how in the fuck do a people that don't exist have a language? If the people don't exist, where the fuck is the language coming from? The nigga contradicting himself. Then he say that the Phoenician comes from the Semitic language. No shit, Sherlock. The Phoenicians were an extension of the Canaanites. We know that the Canaanites are an extension of the origin of the Semitic language. And we can go into dealing with not only the the Akkadians. Nigga, we can deal with the Akkadians, which is Proto-Semitic. Dealing with the Akkad language. But he said the Phoenicians don't exist. So I said I showed the Zayat stone, which is dated at the 10th century BCE, which scholars call or say is the oldest Hebrew inscription to date. I say, show me the Gabaret language that predates that. He goes to the Damascus document. Guess who wrote the Damascus document? Let me show my screen right quick. This boy ain't fucking with me, man. That's why he ran out of here with his boots smoking. The nigga talked about all kind of shit except showing the Gabaret predating the Zayat inscription, which is dated at the 10th century. He kept showing the Damascus document. Now, can y'all see my screen? Yo, can y'all see my screen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So this is from the New World Encyclopedia. It says the Damascus document, also called, right, the Zadokite fragment, is one of the works found in multiple fragmentary copies in a cave at Qumran, and as such is counted among the Dead Sea Scrolls. It is unique among the Qumran documents in that a copy of the works had been previously discovered near the turn of the 12th century. Because it gives insights into special religious attitudes of its writers, the Damascus document is considered by many scholars to be one of the most important sources for understanding the ancient Essene movement. So they're saying that the Essenes is the author of the Damascus document. When did the Essenes flourish? Brother, they flourished between the 2nd and 1st century BCE CE. I'm showing the Zayed stone from the 10th century BCE. Scholars are attributing the Damascus document to the Essenes, who they also attributed most of the Dead Sea Scrolls to. The Essenes were, we know, which was a Judean sect, right? Who they believe are the authors of the Dead Sea Scrolls, and they believe that they were writing and flourished between the 2nd century BCE and the 1st century CE. Which is why when you continue reading in the New World Encyclopedia, it says that let me see, where did I leave off? It said the document seems to have been written in the stages between 175 BCE and 70 CE, after which the community at Qumran was abandoned. Let me show you another one. Now that's New World Encyclopedia. Now let me go right here to the Britannica. It says the Damascus document in full, the document of the new covenant in the land of Damascus, also called the Zadokite fragment, one of the most important extant works of the ancient Essene community. This ain't a document that predates the Zayed stone, which I showed, which comes from the 10th century BCE. This shit is coming from the Essene community, which flourished over 800 years after the Zayed stone. This nigga is dealing with information 800 years after what the fuck I showed. It says, this is an extant work of the ancient Essene community of Jews at Qumran in Palestine. The Essenes fled to the Judean desert wilderness around Qumran during Antiochus Epiphanes, that the persecution of Palestine Jews from 175 to 164 BC through a precise date for the composition of the Damascus document have not been determined. Remember that. But it must have been written during the Great Revolt between 66 and 70 AD. So the earliest that they can date these Damascus scrolls is during the Jewish revolt, not before the 10th century BCE. This is what he showed to rebuttal and combat what I showed, which is the Zayed stone. Then the nigga went to the Zayed stone and said, yeah, it's saying the 10th century BCE, but yeah, so what? What does that mean? What the fuck you mean, what does it mean? You can't show Gabaret, the language of Gabaret, being written before the 10th century BCE. I asked the nigga to show a primary source, show a fucking inscription, show nigga papyrus, show something. And the first thing he went to was the Damascus document. That's why the nigga didn't want me to respond. And then he said, show me Phoenicia in the Bible. I told the nigga, I said, bro, the name Phoenician comes from the Greek. The Greeks called these people Phoenicians. You
said that
because
shit.
Of the root. I said that. I said it's not going to show in ancient Hebrew manuscripts, because that name comes from the Greeks.
Right, that's an excellent name.
Yeah, I said, nigga, they called these group of people Phoenicia because of the rich purple dye that they sold.
You said that.
This is why they was called. I said that. That's what I'm saying. He's not fucking listening. I would have rather had this discussion with Naga, like Ruben, because Ruben actually goes into Bantu languages that we know fucking predates. The Phoenician,
he showed it to himself. Hey, he showed it to himself, Prodigy, when he pulled up the Afro-Asiatic languages. Because you got to come back to Niger Congo, and that's the oldest branch of the Afro-Asiatic languages. It's right there in his face when he pulled it up. You know what I'm saying? You got to come back to the Metal Netter, and you got to come back to Africa, buddy.
Facts. But he didn't bring that up. That's
Right.
what I said, nigga. Ruben would have gave a nigga a run for his money, bringing up that information.
No.
But we dealing with a nigga who really don't know the information.
You see him when he deleted that, when he deleted Hermetic out of that motherfucker. Deleting that for it, nigga. That's the Afro part.
Man, listen, that's why the nigga ran up out of here. I told the nigga when he said let's have a debate, I said, nigga, let's get it in right now, nigga. Fuck setting up a debate, nigga. I'm ready now. And he said, all right. And then this is
for a second, y'all.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. I work with my I thought I was on mute. But anyway, but if you still record and cut it short so that people can still fit it in and watch it, because it really was good. And I definitely think y'all should do a part 2, because it was I was calling it a premiere
part
too.
2 after, because I know he's gonna look it up, study some shit, come with something, you know, a lot of the stuff he brought he didn't really know of, so he couldn't really combat it as, you know, quickly, like on his feet.
Right, that gotta be